This video covers the first 3 steps in the requirements for Canvas usage under the LRCFT LRCCD contract. Provide contact information in office hours, post your syllabus, and publish your Canvas course. I'll go ahead and start off the first task, which is to put your contact information in office hours. The screenshot here basically, and the instructions, edit the default homepage. So I'll show that to you now. Every course, every Canvas course at CRC gets created with some default contents. There is a homepage that is selected. It's got some boilerplate text that you are encouraged to replace with stuff that's relevant for your class. And how you do that in Canvas is you select the edit button. Again, this is for the course homepage. And this is a what's called a WYSIWYG editor, or what you see is what you get, which means you can treat this box here, the rich content editor, like it's a word processor. You see here it says ABC 101 course name goes here. I'll go ahead and put this on for my history class that I'm teaching this semester. This information up here is all really for instructors. There's a suggestion here that you add a welcome or front page message here. That's not actually requirements. The requirement is to add your contact information. So I'll go ahead and put that here. And I've stripped down to the minimum for this page, and I'll select the save button. And I have, woohoo, completed step 1, added my contact information and office hours. The next item on the list, number 2, is to post your syllabus. We already have to share a copy of our syllabus with our area offices, right? So we should have a file that's handy and ready to upload to Canvas. How we do that is within the Canvas course, there is a link to a syllabus page. The syllabus page has 2 sections. There is the rich content editor, which is at the top, and then the bottom half is the course summary. The course summary is useful for our students when it comes to the assignments in our class, which I'll get to at the end of today's session. But I'll start off by doing this step here again, which is adding the syllabus. So I'll select the edit button, and I'm going to give myself an insertion point here, and I'm pretty sure that I can actually drag and drop the file from my local computer to the Canvas window here. So let's see if I can do that. Yeah, that works. So this is a change in the rich content editor that was made actually just a few months ago, where we can now copy and paste images, or we can drag and drop images or files. What I just did by dragging that file from my local computer onto the Canvas window when I'm in edit mode is I actually uploaded a copy of that file to my course. One change that I will suggest that you make is to make this link text friendly. Friendly means that if a person were to read it, or if someone were to listen to the link text, if they're using a screen reader, then it would make more sense. And basically my file name is actually pretty good. I'm just going to get rid of the .pdf at the end of it. So now the link text says History 310 Spring 2023 Syllabus. Of course, I would make sure I was uploading the correct syllabus for the correct term. And then you see the button there that says Update Syllabus. So I will go ahead and select that. And boom, I've just completed step 2. Step 3 is to select the Publish button. Basically, we have to publish our Canvas course. There's a Publish button on the course homepage. You can get to the course homepage by selecting the word Home. In course navigation, you can also click on the name of your course in what's called the breadcrumbs at the top of the page. And on this page is a button that says Publish. There we go. Before I hit this Publish button, I want to mention one thing, of course, is that obviously when it's published, any students who are currently enrolled will be able to see it. Student users are enrolled 1 week prior to the beginning of the term, and the term means not the academic term like second 8 weeks or whatever. It's the term meaning the semester. Your Canvas course enrollment is adjusted every 4 hours or so. So any students who are adding or dropping, those changes will be reflected in Canvas again within 4 hours. What that means is that if we go to the online grades and roster system, right, that's the system where we get our permission numbers. That's also where we will submit our final grades at the end of the semester. That roster is only updated once a day. So likely your Canvas roster will be more up to date than your online grades and rosters roster. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select Publish. And as soon as I publish, the page will refresh automatically. There we go. Yay! Course was successfully updated. You can see the green Publish button there. So now this course is published. So if I had any students enrolled in this class, they would be able to see it, right? When they click on the link to the homepage, they would get my contact information. And as of right now, the only content that's here is the syllabus, which I've linked from the syllabus page. The published status of the course can be changed. You see the unpublished button is active up until the moment when my students start doing work inside the course. So as soon as they submit something, whether it's a course a survey, which is what I'm going to show you next, or whether it is an assignment or a discussion, or whether we've given them any grade data, as soon as we do those types of things, we cannot unpublish the course. Canvas is written in such a way that it's very jealous of students' access to their information. So that's something that I wanted to make sure that you're aware of. Once I make a change to the course, again, once the students interact with the course, I won't be able to unpublish it. Thank you for watching this video on how to comply with Canvas usage under the LRCFT LRCCD contract. For additional information, please contact your local LMS coordinator.